टाटा कैपिटल उनका जो है, जो उन्हें फाइनेंस करता है। फिर उनकी टाटा की ऑटोकॉम सिस्टम है। फिर टाटा के केमिकल्स हैं जो उनकी, जिस तरह ये अब वो बना रहे हैं बैटरी के ऊपर इलेक्ट्रिकल। फिर उनके अगर टाटा मोटर्स जो ये सारा करता है। फिर टाटा पावर स्टेशन जो कि टाटा के वो कर रहे हैं, अब आपका भला करें, पावर स्टेशन जो चार्जिंग के लिए होंगे। फिर टाटा की कस्टमर केयर, फिर टाटा की कंसल्टेंसी सर्विस जो सारी है
तो बनाई हुई है। अस्सलाम वालेकुम, वेलकम टू यूट्यूब चैनल खदीजा मेहरान रिएक्शन। इट्स मी योर होस्ट खदीजा वसीम और मेरे साथ हैं
मेहराना से। नाज़रीन, टाटा मोटर्स जो कि इंडिया का एक बहुत बड़ा व्हीकल्स के मामले में एक बहुत बड़ा ब्रांड जाना जाता है, और अभी टाटा ने आईपीएल के साथ भी जो है पार्टनरशिप की है। लेकिन टाटा मोटर्स की कौन सी ऐसी जीनियस स्ट्रेटजी थी कि वो जो उसकी रेसिंग में थे, होंडाई भी थे, सुजुकी भी थी, और इनकी आज हम टाटा की जो बिज़नेस केस स्टडी है ना, कि किस तरह टाटा ने के अंदर एवोल्यूशन आती गई और आज होंडाई को पीछे छोड़ दिया है, आज सुजुकी जो है वो सारा। और ये एक बहुत जीनियस किस्म की स्ट्रेटजी है जो रतन लाल टाटा और ये सारा एक बड़ा मतलब बिजनेस एम्पायर जो है वो आज खड़ा हो चुका है। इससे पहले जैगुआर वाला भी एक मामला देखने को मिलता है कि जैगुआर ने कहा था आप मुझे दे दो, फिर आप उसी जैगुआर को खरीद लिया गया। तो ये सारी चीज़ें आज हम आपको बताते हैं, टाटा मोटर्स का आपको कच्चा चिट्ठा खोल के बताते हैं कि भाई वो क्या था, क्या है, और क्यों ये चीज़ें हो रही हैं कि आज सुजुकी और होंडाई जो है और मारुति जो है ये वो जो है महिंद्रा मोटर्स वो भी कोई इतना खास नहीं नजर आ रही। तो उसके लिए क्या करना होगा, आपको हमारे साथ जुड़ना होगा। हमारे साथ किस तरह जुड़ सकते हैं, सब्सक्राइब बटन पे प्रेस करके।
चलें आए चलते हैं और देखते हैं।
Tata Motors reported highest ever annual sales at 3.7 lakh units, which is a 67% increase from the last fiscal.
Chairperson of Tata Sons N. Chandrasekaran highlighted how the demand in the overall passenger EV market has risen.
The demand for our vehicles in each of our businesses remain strong. We expect the performance to progressively improve through the year, quarter by quarter, and hoping that the second half of the FY23 will be notably better than the first half of the year.
Hi everybody, Tata Motors had been a struggling company in the Indian auto market for 15 long years. In spite of being in the market for so long, in spite of being backed by one of the richest houses in the world, and most importantly, in spite of having the brand name of the most noble brand in the country, the company was in such a terrible condition that they had a market share of just 4.6% in FY16. All their projects like Indica, Safari and Sumo had failed in the long run, and the losses of the company were piling up so fast that their December 18 quarter loss stood at 26,961 crores. This was back then the highest quarterly loss reported by any company on the Dalal Street. But within the next 6 years, the Tata Motors team has achieved something absolutely extraordinary. They have more than doubled their market share to 12.14% in FY22. They have an 80% market share in the EV space, and more importantly, for the first time in a decade, Tata Motors made more money per car than the giant Maruti Suzuki itself. The question is, how did the Tata Motors team achieve such an extraordinary rise? What exactly is their business strategy that is leading them towards market leadership? And lastly, what are the study materials to help you understand the automobile market of the 21st century? Before we dive into this case study, there are some dark truths about the automobile industry that you have to know. Number one, every time an automobile company comes with a new car, the company spends hundreds, if not thousands of crores into setting up the factory floor, buying the machinery, ordering the parts and deploying labor. Number two, in spite of spending so much money, even if they build the best car in the category, there is absolutely no guarantee that it will sell well. Why? Because automobile companies are affected not just by the competition, but also by geopolitics and government regulations. For example, after the first Brexit vote, as soon as pound dropped 10% of its value to euro, JLR had to cough up almost 2,300 crores on the account of currency fluctuations alone. As a result, their profits took a hit. Similarly, there are factors like the pandemic and ride-sharing apps like Ola and Uber, whose growth itself is based on decreasing car ownership. And if not for all this, even if your competition comes out with an unsafe car with bad build quality, people would still buy that car because in India, people are more price sensitive than they are life sensitive. And lastly, after you spend $1 billion and 50 long years into research and development to achieve extraordinary levels of efficiency with petrol car manufacturing, suddenly the entire world will push you to a hydrogen format or an EV format, which again needs $1 billion and needs 50 long years to perfect. So long story short, if you're in the automobile business, bankruptcy is always at your doorstep. So if you want to succeed, you have to keep your manufacturing and fixed cost extremely low and at the same time keep your margins high without making the car unaffordable for the customers. And only automobile engineers can understand that this basic statement can be said easily, but it is an insanely difficult process in automobiles. And guess what? This is exactly what the Tatas have mastered in the past 5 years. The question is how? Well, the first part of this answer lies in something called the platform strategy. For those who don't know, if you look at the architecture of an automobile, a platform is the mechanical base that a car is based on. It includes major parts such as axles, suspension, steering column, pedal box, engine mountings, and in some cases, the floor pan on which all the components are mounted onto. So if you look at VW, they own multiple brands like Skoda, Audi and even Mini Cooper. And if you look at their latest release VW Virtus, it's actually built on the same platform as Skoda Slavia. So the number of common parts in both these cars is a lot. And each one of these platforms requires millions of dollars to be designed. So when you make cars in different platforms, they would need different parts, so you need to order multiple uncommon parts which incur a lot of cost. And if this were to be represented pictorially on a graph, this graph will consist of 4 types of parts. The first are carryover parts, as in the parts that are common for this and other platforms. Then we have minor modified parts, new common parts and new unique parts. And this segment of the carryover parts are the most economical type of parts because you can order them in large quantities and use them for multiple models. For example, when the Tatas order 2000 unit parts at $50 per unit, when it increases the order value to 10,000 units, it could get it at $35 per unit. Secondly, this also leads to very less wastage because if they order parts for 10,000 cars but they end up selling only 8,000, the common parts of those 2,000 units could be used for other models, whereas the unique parts will be wasted. This is nothing but the simple effect of economies of scale. Now, if you look at Tata Motors in 2017, they had 6 platforms for just 10 products, which meant that the number of carryover parts were less. Therefore, the cost of making the car was high and the wastage was also high. Eventually, the profit were less. But now, they've completely changed their approach and turned to just 2 platforms. And just these 2 platforms will be used to make 8 to 10 different cars in the next 3 years. That is a drastic increase from 1.6 models per platform to 4 to 5 models per platform. These 2 platforms are the Alpha platform, which is meant for smaller cars, and Omega platform, which is derived from Land Rover's D8 platform. So Omega is meant for bigger vehicles of 4.3 to 4.8 meter size. And here's how, ladies and gentlemen, the magic of the platform sharing strategy plays out. On the Alpha platform, if Tata Altroz is the first vehicle to be made, it will then be followed by a small SUV like Hornbill. Then by the next generation of Tiago, followed by Tigor and then by Nexon. So when Altroz is built on the Alpha platform, it has around 30% carryover parts. But as the second product comes in, the number of carryovers will increase, and by the time the 4th product is launched in the market, the carryover parts will be around 70% of the total parts. So these vehicles on the platform are expected to have the same seat position, same steering wheel and pedal box positions. This means fewer parts for the company to manage, fewer design changes to make for a new model launch, more volumes per tool and less wastage, and most importantly, more profit margins. And lastly, if one of the products in the platform fails, then the losses incurred by the company decreases by a large extent. For example, if Altroz sells 400,000 units and Hornbill sells 150,000 units, but Tiago ends up selling only 20,000 units, then the Tatas will lose less money because they would not invest millions into a special platform. And since Tiago will be built on the same Alpha platform, this model will have a lot of carryover parts and very less unique parts. So even though the model fails, the Tatas will save on both the initial platform cost and the unique parts cost. And eventually, the carryover parts could be used for the next model. This is how sharing a platform helps you minimize the losses in case of a product failure in the market. Apart from that, the Tatas have already gained multiple advantages, like the implementation time has been reduced by 1/3, and since the number of suppliers is very less, the defective parts per million have sharply reduced. So because of that, the warranty cost fell from 1.14% of the revenue in FY16 to 0.9% in FY21. These are some of the many efficiency changes, because of which in 2021, for the first time in 10 years, Tata made more money per car than the market leader Maruti Suzuki itself. While Tata Motors' operating profit per car rose to 45,810 rupees, it was nearly double that of Maruti. And fun fact is that currently only 3 of the 6 Tata cars are built on the
एक
new
साल में
platform,
तक
and they make up
साल
only
डिकेड में
40%
कमाते
of the
हैं।
volumes as of now. So as time passes and the volume of cars in the new platform increases, the profit margins are expected to increase further. This is the first reason for Tata's iconic rise in the Indian auto market. And this brings me to the second pillar of Tata Motors' iconic rise, which is their entry into the electric vehicle space. Now people, we all know Tata Nexon EV has been killing it in the EV space by becoming the best-selling EV in the country. But very few people know that the Tatas actually made their way into the EV space through a jugaad. The question is how? Well, technically, the platform that is needed to build EV takes up a lot of time to be made. So, while other brands were and still are busy building and designing their platform, the Tata Motors team just repurposed an unused shop floor, and according to print, without waiting for a fancy assembly line, Nexon's gasoline SUV bodies were wired and fitted with battery packs by hand. This way, they could have the first mover advantage in the market and could easily test the acceptance of EV in the Indian market. And guess what? Initially, they made just 8 SUVs per day, but now they are making more than 100 cars every single day. So they could very tactfully cut the investments by a huge margin and were able to make the initial headway into the market. By the way, guys, again, saying that they turned a gasoline car into EV is very easy, but it's an extremely complex and critical task, because had it been so easy, every other automaker would have done it, right? Because one thing gone wrong, one fire incident, and the entire segment will come crashing down. This is the first reason why the Tatas are able to have the first mover advantage in the EV space of India. And the second reason for their insane growth is their beautiful support from the group companies of the Tatas. And when it comes to EV, it almost looks like their companies were just meant to be a piece of the puzzle. Because if you look at their operations, you will see that TCS aided Tata Power in setting up EV charging stations with its ChargeCore platform, because of which the project actually saw 300 charging stations
charging cars
in just 12 weeks. Similarly, Tata Elxsi partnered with Tata Motors in developing their unified connected vehicle platform. Then we have Tata Capital and Tata Motors Finance for vehicle finance and insurance. And when it comes to infrastructure, Tata Power is already aiming to build 10,000 stations over the next 5 years. And lastly, while Tata Chemicals makes lithium-ion cells, Tata Autocom assembles battery packs. So, if you see, 7 group companies have actually come together to bring an EV ecosystem in India. As a result, like we learned from our Adani episode, when companies of the same family come together to share their resources, they can easily produce a high-quality product at an affordable price. And that is exactly what the Tatas are doing with Nexon and Tigor. Cherry on the cake is that government regulations by default support the Tatas than an MG or Hyundai, because Tata Motors is an Indian company. Apart from that, we have other factors like 5-star rating from GNCAP for Nexon, Tata Altroz becoming the first premium hatchback to get a 5-star safety rating, and even Tiago and Tigor, who got 4-star rating, which is very rare in case of small car segment. These are few of the many significant reasons why Tata Motors has been rising from the downfall in the past 6 years. And now what remains to be seen is how do they compete with a giant like Maruti Suzuki when they bring in fresh models into the market. And this brings me to the last part of the episode, and that are the study materials to help you understand the Indian automobile space better. Meanwhile, if you are someone who wants to invest into the growth story of the Tatas, you could make an investment into the House of Tata Smallcase. Smallcase is a wonderful company that helps you make the most strategic investments into the stock market by picking a basket of stocks. In this case, the House of Tata Smallcase consists of hand-picked stocks in the Tata Group that are expected to have high growth in the next 5 to 10 years. The best part is that each one of these small cases are managed by the small case manager himself. So according to the market condition, the small case manager himself will rebalance your stocks to help you get the best returns in any market conditions. And even if you don't want to make any investments, you can read their newsletter and blog posts which will give you the latest insights about the Indian stock market. So if you want to make the most strategic investments, or if you want to educate yourself about making strategic investments into the stock market, download the Small Case app from the link in the description. Moving on, the first thing I'm attaching is this ResearchGate article on the platform sharing strategy. Secondly, I'm attaching 2020's FinShots article which throws light on how Brexit put Tata Motors into trouble after their JLR acquisition. And lastly, I'm attaching a super detailed KPMG report on the rise of EV business models and frameworks in India. So do read through them and let me know what you think. That's all from my side for today, guys. If you learned something valuable, please make sure to hit the like button in order to make YouTube Baba happy. And for more such insightful business and political case studies, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.
What do you think, खदीजा? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि टाटा मोटर्स की जो जर्नी है वो अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ी बात है। और देखिए कि जिस तरह मैं पिछले दिनों भी एक चीज़ देख रहा था कि एक वीडियो में देख रहा था, उस वीडियो में ये था कि इंडिया के अंदर एक टाटा की कोई गाड़ी, टाटा मोटर्स की कोई गाड़ी किसी घर के गैराज के बाहर खड़ी है और इतने में कोई दूसरा ड्राइवर आ रहा है, कोई सुजुकी या कोई और ब्रांड की गाड़ी लेके, तो वो आते आते उसकी टक्कर लग जाती है उस गाड़ी के साथ। बट द प्रॉब्लम इज़ दैट कि वो जो गाड़ी थी ना, वो उसका जो सामने वाला हिस्सा था वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा पिचक जाता है, लेकिन टाटा मोटर्स की जो गाड़ी थी उसके सिर्फ चंद एक कलर की थोड़ी सी खराश आती है और टक्कर काफ़ी ज़्यादा स्पीड पे लगी थी। तो ये है कि उनका मटेरियल किस तरह का। दूसरा अगर आप देखें तो उसमें एक और जो मुझे बड़ी मतलब ना अपने आप में एक बहुत अच्छी चीज़ लगी थी और वो मैं आपको साथ शेयर करना चाहूँगा कि वहाँ पे टाटा कैपिटल उनका जो है, जो उन्हें फाइनेंस करता है, फिर उनकी टाटा की ऑटोकम सिस्टम है, फिर टाटा के केमिकल्स हैं जो उनकी जिस तरह ये अब वो बना रहे हैं बैटरी के ऊपर इलेक्ट्रिकल, फिर उनके अगर टाटा मोटर्स जो ये सारा करते हैं, फिर टाटा पावर स्टेशन जो कि टाटा के वो कर रहे हैं, रब आपका भला करें, पावर स्टेशन जो चार्जिंग के लिए होंगे, फिर टाटा की कस्टमर केयर, फिर टाटा की कंसल्टेंसी सर्विस जो सारी है तो
बनाई हुई है ना, बहुत जबरदस्त।
और इन सब के मतलब है नाम टाटा का यूज़ हो रहा है। और लिटरली मैं एक चीज़ ये कहूँगा कि टाटा मोटर्स के हवाले से एक और भी मुझे बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग बात वो लगी कि देखिए जिस तरह उन्होंने स्ट्रेटेजी क्या अपनाई। पहले उनके पास मार्केट में वो 6 तरह के ऐसे मॉडल्स रखते थे जिनके ऊपर वो फिटिंग करते थे, लेकिन अब उन्होंने उसी को कर दिया 2 के ऊपर और उसके ऊपर मुख्तलिफ डिज़ाइन के, तो उससे उनकी कॉस्ट में बहुत ज़्यादा जो है वो कमी।
अब ये देख लो कि 2016 में उन्हें कितना डाउनफॉल हुआ और अचानक से
और देखो, और दूसरी एक चीज़ और खतीजा इसमें जो बड़ी मज़ेदार मुझे इंटरेस्टिंग लगी कि इंडिया जैसे मुल्क के अंदर लोग ज़्यादा जान की नहीं प्रेफर करते कि हमारी लाइफ सेविंग है या नहीं है, वो देखते हैं पैसे को, क्योंकि मिडिल क्लास लोग हैं तो वो अपनी फैमिली के, अब वो कहते हैं हम ड्राइव सेव कर लेंगे, हम सब कुछ कर लेंगे, बट हमें कार चाहिए, तो वो लाइफ सेफ्टी की बनिस्बत जो है ना कार के ऊपर फोकस करते हैं। बट टाटा की ये क्वालिटी के उसने कम मटेरियल को यूज़ करते हुए उनकी लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी जो लाइफ सेविंग है उसको भी बेहतर करने की कोशिश की और उनके जो बजट के अंदर जो है उन्हें गाड़ी भी प्रोवाइड की। और यही वजह है कि टाटा ने महिंद्रा मोटर्स को पीछे छोड़ दिया, सुजुकी को पीछे छोड़ दिया, और भी जो कोरोला और दूसरे
और लिटरली अभी काम हो रहा है, अभी लिटरली उसकी इंप्रूवमेंट पे काम चल रहा है।
और फिर इन सबसे बढ़कर यह है कि जिस तरह का आप देखो, और फिर उसने जो एक इलेक्ट्रिकल व्हीकल्स के अंदर छलांग मारी है और वो अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ी बात है। सो मुझे तो टाटा मोटर्स की जो जर्नी है, और जिस तरह मैं पहले भी एक चीज़ कह रहा था कि हमने एक इसकी पहले भी एक केस स्टडी पढ़ रखी थी और उसमें ये था कि ये कहीं जॉब के लिए गए, फिर वो वहाँ पे इन्हें कुछ बना, वो इन्होंने कंपनी छोटी सी शुरू की,
डिज़ाइन पसंद नहीं आया,
डिज़ाइन ना पसंद आए, फिर ये हो गया जी कि जैगुआर वालों के, जैगुआर कंपनी ने कहा भाई मुझे अपनी कंपनी बेच दो, तो उस वक्त रतन लाल टाटा को ये बात जो बुरी लग गई, तो उन्होंने उसको मोटिवेशन लेके काम शुरू कर दिया एंड देन सो ऑन। फिर वो जैगुआर भी कंपनी,
मैं लिटरली अगर ये कंपनी इतना चल रही है ना तो सिर्फ एक मोटिवेशन पे चली है, वरना अगर जितना नुकसान के बाद तो कोई यही कहना चलो छोड़ो पड़ा, फिर उठना गिरना, और गिर के जो उठना होता है वो सबसे मुश्किल होता है। और जो ये कंपनी ने किया है और उसकी जो इम्प्रूवमेंट है, उसका रिजल्ट है, उसका जो फ्रूट है वो सबको नज़र आ रहा है।
हाँ, और फिर इसमें हटके है कि देखो आप टाटा ने लिटरली हर चीज़ में, हर इंडस्ट्री में, और ये उसी तरह से जिस तरह रिलायंस एंटरटेनमेंट अपने और तरह पे जाती हुई दिखाई देती है, वो भी इंडिया की एक बहुत बड़ी कंपनी है, अंबानी फैमिलीज और सो ऑन जो भी हैं, बट मुझे अपने आप में ये एक बहुत बड़ा ना टाटा की जो है, और टाटा की अगर बिजनेस स्टडी या केस स्टडी को पढ़ा जाता है तो ऑब्वियसली बात है कि इतने सब के बाद तो लगता है कि यार ये ना होगा, और ये बिल्कुल होना भी चाहिए। और जिस तरह टाटा की मैं देखता हूँ तो ये बिल्कुल सही हो रहा है, और कहते हैं ना मेहनत का फल तो मिलता है, और
ये तो और आगे जाएगा अभी।
और ये वाकई जो है ये दूसरी कंपनीज के लिए एक खिलौना और खतरनाक जो है ना चीज़ है। ये तो वो एलिगेटर है जो सारी मछलियाँ खा जाएगा, और ये यकीनन ऐसा हो रहा है। और वो किस तरह हो रहा है, उसकी अपनी एक स्ट्रेटेजी है, और वो बड़ी जीनियस स्ट्रेटेजी के ऊपर काम करते हुए ये चीज़ें कर रहा है। सो एनीवे आप बताएं जी कि आप कौन सी गाड़ी को इंडिया के अंदर यूज़ करना प्रेफर करते हैं? क्या टाटा मोटर्स को आप प्रेफर करते हैं, या ये जो दूसरे ब्रांड्स हैं उनकी, और क्या क्वालिटीज़ आप टाटा में बेहतर देखते हैं? हमें लाजमी कमेंट बॉक्स के अंदर बताइए, और साथ ही साथ हमारी वीडियो को लाइक करें,
शेयर करें, कमेंट करें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, बेल आइकन को प्रेस करें, इंस्टाग्राम आईडी मेंशन में फॉलो करें, सजेशंस दें। तब तक के लिए अपने मेज़बानों को दी जाता दुआ में याद रखें। अल्लाह निगहबान।